Welcome to the most unique podcast in the world. It's the Menacing Podcast. Please join us each week, twice a week, and make sure you join in on the conversation on Facebook, Menacing Podcast.
And we are your three hosts, the most menacing beings in podcasting. And if you want to look us up on X, formerly known as Twitter, our handle is @menacingpodcast.
And prepare to be menaced by our wit, our charm, and our menacingness. So you can hit us up by email if social media is not your thing. Looking at you, Brent. menacingpodcast@gmail.com. And find us anywhere podcasts are available. All right, we're rolling.
Are we?
For the Friday episode. We are, actually.
Okay, no.
I remember to unmute everybody.
Oh, okay, good.
Half the battle.
It's probably good that you didn't have us unmuted, but we had quite the lively conversation behind it.
On Wednesday,
Okay.
I teased a new game we're going to play, so I wanted to introduce it first because you guys will need as much time as you can. Are you looking?
No.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, John looked at one.
Well, I mean, he needs all the help he can get.
Oh.
He's going up against this brain.
So
I lied.
And I'm synced with you, so...
That's what I'm saying. I need to lie, cheat, and steal here. That's the only way I can do
That's
it.
good. All right.
Jiminy crickets.
So we endorse that on the Menacing Podcast.
No. I endorse it.
Oh, John.
yeah.
John
Don't
endorsed
speak for everybody.
Yeah, come on. Don't share your brains.
Fair enough.
So we started a game last week, which was 1940s slang.
Mm-hmm.
So this week we are continuing that game, but with a little bit of a twist. First off, it's only Brent and John competing, because if they want me to compete, they have to create some games themselves.
It's not going to happen.
What's that?
What? I said it's not going to happen.
I'm pretty safe.
I got a game we could play.
Well, okay, but it's not that one doesn't seem like it might be appropriate for air. So you have in front of you have 4 little slips of paper, and it's really weird that you got really excited about that.
He loves paper, remember?
Oh, that's right.
It feels so good in between my fingers.
But he said last week that he doesn't read, or Wednesday, last week?
Yeah.
He said Wednesday he doesn't read the paper.
How much have you had to drink?
I don't know. I'm not even sure where I am right now.
Happy hour. It's Friday. It's happy hour at any time.
Absolutely, especially on the Menacing Podcast.
Heck yeah.
But you have 4 slips of paper.
Yep.
They have
4?
British slang terms on them.
Okay.
And you have to use them at some point.
All right. Sweet.
But don't do them all at once. You just grab one, open it, use it,
Yeah.
move on to the next.
Okay.
And we'll see how many you get done throughout the course of this podcast episode. And what I want, though, I don't want to make a big deal about you using it.
Yeah.
Because I want the listeners.
So this is a game for the listeners.
Yeah, but we do tally up at the end.
Okay.
How many you got?
Do you have aluminium in your bonnet?
None of those are the.
Thank goodness. Cause
Nice try, though.
I was about to say no trying to shoehorn it in there.
I say that was a great explainer for what shoehorning is, John.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to use it in appropriate sentences and try to keep it subtle because we want the listeners to try to figure out what were the British slang terms.
Sweet.
Should be pretty easy for the non-UK
we'll probably
listeners.
use it in a British accent.
Yeah, that's what. So this game is already a failure from the start.
You should have thought ahead, dude.
I should have. I didn't.
Wednesday, you're boasting about how you're playing 4D chess, and now you're sitting here going, man, I didn't even think that through.
I am now I'm playing checkers.
Well, okay, maybe like...
I'm doing a game where I use the chess pieces, but I enact my own little war
There
with
you
them.
go. Yeah.
So
He's playing Go Fish by himself.
that's the typical thing. So good luck, gentlemen.
All right.
Best of luck. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Can we look at one?
You may open your first one, and you can just work from the top down. John's gonna mix this up first. That's fine, but once you start, you have to keep them in that order.
Seems all right.
Oh, it's because he's rubbish at this game.
It's not one of the ones you used that last week. I didn't put it in.
I can still use it. No, I can use any British term I want.
But it is a little dodgy that you keep shuffling them like that.
Yeah, you can't. And also, if you keep throwing in other words, it's going to be tougher for the audience to.
Exactly. Tougher.
But I got yelled at on Wednesday for playing trick games on Brent. I don't like that.
When do you care about if anyone yells at you for something?
I do. I'm a caring person.
That is a load of bollocks.
Well, okay. We'll go with.
That's not my word.
Yeah, I would say that's not one of the. It's not one of the words. That's good. Good job, John. Nice try. You're using all the wrong words, but you're getting some British slang in. So on my way home today, I had this. You guys are familiar with school buses, right?
No, what are they?
So there's
What's a
these
school
big
bus?
yellow buses. What?
What's a school bus?
Okay. That's it. I always thought like the words on them were like painted on, but I pulled up behind a school bus today, and they were all stickers.
Yeah.
Like even the long yellow strip along the side with the black wording, it was a giant sticker.
Was it like hanging off? Like, you have something on your shoe.
Well, no, but I noticed it because the ones on the back. So I first noticed I was sitting there. There was like a red light. You gotta stop at those apparently. And a train track, which school buses have to stop at those.
Yes,
don't they?
they do.
Yeah. So we stopped. And I noticed the reflectors were just stickers on there.
Yeah.
And then I noticed finally, you're observing more, and I see the school bus that's up at the top. Also a sticker because it was kind of peeling. So the yellow had some gray up at the top of it. And then I was like...
How long were you at this
It's
light?
a long light.
Okay.
Well, because it lets a few cars through, and then it goes back. It's not a very long light. So it does not move a lot of vehicles through.
Russ has been there all day.
Did you ever ride the bus in high school, middle school, high school? Anyone? No.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Not the outside where I would see the stickers.
Well, I mean, they've been doing stickers. You sound like you were very godsmacked about this.
I was.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's like they let the kids decorate the bus.
I do like how you had to clarify that you did not ride on the outside.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't see the stickers on the outside.
You're not like Teen Wolf out there jumping around.
Not like Spider-Man riding on the top of the bus I didn't think they were stickers. I think that really shocked me. Like, these are my tax dollars at work, and they get stickers?
And not even good ones.
Somebody can't they can't paint it?
No. Well, how difficult would it be to paint like reflectors?
Right, that's why I was like, how much money does a school district get? Apparently not enough to pay their teachers, but
shots fired.
But I really was surprised by that. I did not, especially the reflective spots just being tape.
Yeah,
it looked like the kids decorated the bus. They were like, all right, kids, we're going to decorate the bus now. Come on. The teachers probably paid for the stickers themselves.
Yeah. I think they've always been stickers, though, haven't they?
I'm guessing so, right? I don't think it's... Well,
is it just
guys, we have to do budget cuts, and the area we're cutting is that...
I'm pretty sure the school districts are pretty chaffed with that.
Well, here's the thing, because back in the day, do you think they had those stickers?
Back in the day, how far back are you going?
Brent, I have to correct you. That wasn't the word. I'm sorry. You have to read it a little. I even typed them out for you.
I know.
You complained about my handwriting.
Choffed?
It's a U.
Chofed?
Chuffed?
Chuffed? All right.
Well,
what sound does the U make?
Listeners know what he's trying to say.
Well, there's one. Everybody gets a freebie.
There you go.
I used it correctly. I just didn't know how to say it.
You did. You just said an A instead of a U.
Yeah, well.
So back to what I was saying about stickers.
Yes.
Do you think they've been putting them on, though, for like back in the 80s? Buses have been around for a long time.
I feel like this is a scandal that everybody should be aware of. Like,
and also, is it just school buses, or is it like...
Well, this is the question. What can we trust now? What buses can we trust?
You can't trust any of them.
Because
they all have reflectors on there.
Does the Greyhound buses now just have a vinyl sticker of the Greyhound on the side?
It really does.
I was really let down, and it was kind of one of those moments where it's like, is anything true?
Have you ever been on a city bus?
No, I'm not poor.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to tell my story anymore.
Okay.
I really
I'm
felt
sorry.
that deep in my heart.
Let me. No, I really have wanted. It's been on my bucket list.
Oh.
Yeah? Yeah.
It seems like such a joyful place.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
You can meet some pretty interesting people on the.
I bet.
When I was,
It's like the Walmart of transportation.
it is
He's the interesting person you see on the bus.
actually no. I'm
You know, everybody's telling their own story about running into Brent on a bus. So there was this guy.
well. You know, it's really you know when you see the city buses and they have the advertisement that goes completely over the windows and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You know you can see out.
yeah.
You can see through that.
Yeah.
When I started riding the city bus, I didn't realize that you could. So when I jumped on it, I was like, oh, you can see out. Because you can't really, like, see in.
No, you can't.
But you can definitely see out. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
But even that's like
I was 13, bro. Back off.
that's like a quality like print sticker that they do over the side of it. Whereas the school bus, like it looked like some guy was just like, well, this is Ted's discount bus. I'm slapping some stickers on this for you.
You know what? A reflected sticker looks good right here. All right.
It's a little crooked, but you'll get over it.
Reflection sticker.
Reflection, okay.
What?
I said reflect
I
sticker.
thought you said something else. I'm sorry.
Oh.
So.
Oh, this guy over here. Hopefully he hasn't been taking a couple back or during happy hour. It's not my word.
No, I figured.
No, Brent. If I'm going to be pissed like you, then don't worry about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody can be quite as pissed as I am.
Well, they try.
Well, they might try, but
Many
they'll
have
get pulled
tried,
over.
but look at you
Oh,
over there. Yeah.
They'll get pulled over and hit with DUIs and stuff. Not saying that I drink and drive, but I don't like to drive dehydrated.
How do we follow that up? Like, what are we supposed to say to that?
Okay.
I know people are going to be like, "Oh my goodness!" It's like, hey, before you start waving your little bony finger at me, do you text and drive?
Here we go.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
I mean, I do that too.
A
Whatever.
little cheeky, aren't we today?
Oh, I'm very cheeky.
Everybody
goodness.
texts and drives. It's annoying.
It's against the law, though, isn't it?
It is.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
In the state of Michigan, it is.
it is.
can we do better, Michigan? Can we do? Have you seen the commercial for that? Like the gas station?
Do better, Michigan?
No, hold on.
Oh.
Have you guys seen the commercial at the? Because apparently we're so simple now.
Apparently, we're done talking about my school bus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Conspiracy.
It's conspiracy.
School bus.
Well, we've
I just feel like more people should be upset about this. Am I the only one who's upset about the kids decorating the school bus?
The sham of the reflective stickers being everywhere, all willy
You're
nilly.
telling me it was cheaper to get a giant vinyl sticker to put us along the entire... How big? School buses, they're like... They're long.
They
They're
are
like whale
long.
size.
You know what I feel like, though? I think you do bring up a good point. I feel like school buses should look like city buses in the fact
Advertising.
Well, not advertising.
They should sell advertising space. That's a great idea.
No, I was thinking like the stops that they're making in front of the bus.
Yeah.
Or like if you need to make a stop, you just pull a ripcord, bing, and the bus driver just stops.
Yeah, kids wouldn't abuse that at all.
seriously.
The bus driver
I
wouldn't know where to
swear,
stop because every
if
kid would be like,
one of
ding,
you-
ding, 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 ding.
One of you pulls that ripcord one more time.
Pretty sure the bus driver would be knackered after that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, possibly.
Probably.
I kind of feel like though if the bus driver did have to deal with kids hitting that ripcord, it would be Chris Farley in Billy Madison.
Oh,
Is everybody on the bus? Good, great, grand.
Yes.
No yelling on the bus.
yes.
Like that bus
You'd
driver,
lose your temper
Yeah.
very quickly.
it would gradually go up and up and up. And
But they can afford to put all these fancy things on there, like the stop signs that flip out. They now have, they have that like blocker
Extra arm.
that flips out. Yeah, they can afford that. But you're telling me you can't afford some black paint to write school bus?
wow, that's yeah. You can't.
Maybe
can't
I'm the
bother
only one
people with
apparently
that.
mad about this.
I
I,
think
just was shocked. I was shocked when I found
I
it.
actually try to avoid school buses like the plague, and not because it's court ordered, but because I hate stopping every time those stupid lights go on.
That gets really...
Oh,
when
my goodness.
when you like are pulling into your neighborhood,
Yeah.
there's a bus that gets ahead of you, you're like, oh, this
I
is going to be a
quickly
miserable
pass.
drive. Yeah.
Well, not that, even the rapid bus here, like if you get behind them, they stop. You're like, oh, and then you have to wait, and there's just a whole line of cars behind you. Everyone's trying to jet right over because.
Oh, you want to bring the city bus back into it?
They have a whole lane for city buses.
That's true. There are really no dishy people on that city bus. I mean, I used to drive one,
You used to drive a city bus?
No, I used to ride.
You just became a lot more interesting.
Yeah, no, just ride on one.
okay.
Yeah.
Jeez,
I didn't know if you were speaking.
I tried talking to one of the, I think in our area it was big, like the Sudan boys or the Lost Boys of Sudan from Africa. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize
It was the Lost Boys of Sudan.
I didn't.
Did they ever find them?
No, I found one on the bus.
Wow, look at you.
I was like, dude, you're hiding in plain sight. Good for you.
Was he the bus driver or...
No, he wasn't.
That wasn't...
No, I know.
We'd just been talking about bus drivers, so I thought he was going to tie it in that way.
No,
He was talking. You're not allowed to talk to the bus drivers,
No.
are you?
But they have some stories.
I don't want to hear their stories.
No, I don't either.
It would be terrifying to hear their stories.
This is the only job I could get.
Yeah.
They didn't do a background check.
But
Sorry, that's
Most of the
Uber. My apologies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
That's
but
Uber.
I was talking to a guy from the Sudan.
He was
Not
driving a sedan?
Yeah.
I thought you said he was on a bus.
I cracked the window. I was like, "Hey, bro, how does it feel to be in a car? Oh, look at you, Mr. Elitist." No, I was talking from.
It's like a 92 Lumina.
You need a tetanus shot just looking at it. But I was talking to this guy who is from. Now I'm self-conscious. Sudan. It's a U, not an A.
You have real problems with U's, don't you? So U's
I do
are the
have a
ones
problem
that
with
kind
you.
of loop on.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. We know that though.
But I was trying to again, I was like 13 or 14. I was just very curious. It was the dead of summer.
You were riding the bus at
Yes.
13 or 14?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dead of summer. The contrary to popular belief, well, at least at that time, there was no AC on the bus.
Is there now?
I don't know. I said, well, so I don't know. But I asked, this dude was wearing pants and long sleeve shirt. And I was like, I'm sitting there in a short sleeve shirt and shorts.
A short shirt?
Yeah. Well,
crop top?
I didn't want to give away that I was wearing short shorts, but now that you brought
Your
it up.
crop top and Daisy Dukes on
Yeah,
the bus.
my little 13 or 14-year-old sitting there in my Daisy Dukes.
He was probably chuffed to bits about that. He probably loved that so much.
Did you just try to use...
Yeah, you can't cross over and use his words that he's used.
Did you actually use that?
Well, he said it was chaffed at first because
Oh.
he has a problem with you.
You.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to.
Well, now I do have a problem with you.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to talk to him, and after 15 minutes, he finally just turned and went, "Yeah, that's all I got out of you, dude." I'm not trying to be a jerk on the bus. Of course, I also did have headphones, so I wasn't trying to talk and be that annoying person. But I knew he was from a different country, and I was genuinely curious about where he came from and everything. Didn't work out so well.
Were you like, hey, guess what? Did you know Sudan has a civil war?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't.
I figured that might have been a reason he was annoyed with you.
No.
Hey.
I did.
Hey, guess what? This is a bus.
You're making me into a cartoon character.
I mean, you kind of make yourself into that.
That's true. That's very true. I mean, I can't even deny that. But no, it was definitely an experience because we would be at a stop for a while, and people would be like, "I don't have enough money," and the bus driver's just like, "What do you want me to do? Like if you can't pay the toll, you ain't got no roll. Like, get off the bus.
Wow.
And then they would have to argue.
Oh no!
They would have to argue with the bus driver.
There.
Yeah, it's like, oh, for the love, I have places to go and people to see. I know I'm a child.
Did you have a lot of people ride on the bus while you were? I always see them and they're always empty.
No, actually, yeah. No, there was times where it was like, ooh, I'm glad there was an open seat. Of course, the open seat, you kind of have to, like, I learned this at 13 or 14. The open seat, you kind of have to gauge who you're sitting next to, and it's like, should I just stand?
Oh no!
Or do I roll the dice and sit next to this, or is it die? Do I roll the die and sit next to
Depends,
this?
are you rolling 1 or 2?
I don't know. 2. Let's go with 2.
Then it's die.
Okay. Let's roll the die. Am I going to roll the die and sit next to this guy? It's like, I don't know. He looks like he just decorated a school bus, so he might be high on those fumes.
And we'll just put this reflector here. And I got the spare one left over. I'm just going to slap it right here.
Puts her underneath the bus.
There, now if somebody comes up underneath it, they'll see it.
Or if the bus is capsized.
Actually, he probably like sits next to people and be like, hey, you don't have a reflector on your jacket. Here, let me help you out here.
Let me help you out with that, pal. You going to take a walk in the dark? I got a reflector for you.
The bus could go arse over tit, and that would be...
Slightly vulgar, but
Oh, I'm
not
sorry.
sure why you...
That's okay.
I wasn't trying to...
We're trying to be we're kind of a
family.
family-oriented podcast.
Oh.
I just... Sometimes I let
Talk about school buses.
Yeah. Sometimes you need that reflector, though, if that happens, so that it can signal for help.
It's true. That's
know
a
what?
very good point.
Cheers to you. Nothing wrong with that.
You have nothing in your glass.
The audience doesn't know that. You could be lying because you're a lying liar who lies.
Who sits on a throne of lies.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
I mean, it is true. I can't argue with that. That's,
You really threw me with that behind the scenes. You were like perplexed. You don't have anything in that glass. Why are we cheersing?
he
Who's
was
cheersing?
so eager to cheese.
Cheese? Yeah.
Cheese? Yeah, cheese.
All right, somebody else take it. I apparently am having a stroke.
No, you're taking the Mickey. That's what you're doing right now.
Oh my goodness.
That's not one of the ones I wrote. I'm going to call them out because we're not trying to play
20
tricks on our listeners.
Yeah, just
I like
on
playing
the
I
just
got
on the
yelled
host.
at when I...
Tricks are for kids.
That's true.
No,
What is happening? This is going off. We're going off the rails
I think it's your fault.
in a good way.
You
but-
brought buses. This is the problem.
How is it? There's a real problem, and I think people need to be aware of it. Because do you know your hard-earned tax dollars are going towards some random Joe slapping stickers on a bus, and they're calling this is safe. Who else is in the market for a yellow school bus? Right? They can't paint on there where they were. This will hurt the resale value
I mean, I
of
wouldn't
a yellow school bus.
I wouldn't mind a school bus.
People do buy them and turn them into motorhomes.
That's why I wouldn't
seen
mind
those.
that. Not motorhome, but like RVs.
That's
It's
a
Yeah, but-
motorhome.
Is it?
kind of the same thing.
Is it?
An RV, a recreational vehicle. That sometimes encompasses
vacations.
trailers.
It's a home that
You're
has
not
a
gonna-
motor in it.
Yeah,
you know?
you're not going to turn a school bus into a trailer, fifth wheel or something.
Well, I mean, some people might.
That's a lot of work. That's way
I
too. You're not.
know.
That's not going to.
It's true.
Are you telling me you can't turn a school bus into a housewife or into a house?
You what?
What was the?
Who's?
Sorry, into a house.
Get to the school bus and do a hoose.
He has trouble with the.
No,
isn't it?
yeah,
He's just learning.
It is about you. It's
Just
about all the yous
Just
here.
learning it. Never picked that up and
He never
But
acknowledged
it-
that you was
actually,
actual
it
life.
would be
on the bass.
it would it would be nice. I would like a decommissioned school bus to turn into a
Wait, decommissioned?
Yeah.
Is it a military vehicle?
it lost its rank. It's gotten too old.
Do they christen everyone with champagne when they're fresh off the line?
Ooh,
Right before they put the stickers
No,
on
they
it, or
can't.
after they put the stickers on
probably after.
They draw.
You can't be smashing champagne around children,
Because they're eating glue and
yeah,
they're coloring on the walls with crayons.
you might have just answered your own question.
I might.
about that. About what's going on with those stickers. You guys are smashing champagne and getting all silly.
Well, maybe that's a used school bus, so it's actually got crayon all along the side of it, so they have to put the stickers on to cover it up.
That's what happens when you give kids writing utensils.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah.
Brent's about to sneeze or
I don't know what he's about to do.
You're having a rough go over there.
Yeah, thanks. I thought twice I was about to sneeze.
I know,
muted
that's-
myself so that this wouldn't be interrupted.
I'm
You wanted to
impressed,
point it-
though.
you wanted to point it out.
Well, last week you were pointing out behind the scenes stuff, so
Yeah.
figured it's fair game.
I was terrified for my life because I thought I was about to be puked upon. Okay.
Are you unmuted?
Yeah, are you?
I am not.
Oh my!
I am
I
not.
was gonna say I couldn't hear him.
This is... it would have been brought up one way or another.
We're still going, yeah?
The menacing.
Absolutely, we're still
Okay,
good. We still
good. Yeah,
got 5 minutes or so.
Well, no,
menacing
yeah.
mooted.
Yeah.
podcast.
The Menacing Matted podcast.
Matted podcast.
Matted. Yes.
Those views.
Oh, the props to all bus drivers because they put up with a lot of crap.
Why?
No, but I'm
Wow,
saying
why are
like,
you defending the bus drivers, bro?
well,
Overpaid city employees?
Oh.
are they overpaid?
I don't know. I just like to be controversial.
Oh, okay. I thought they were underpaid.
Have you met a teacher?
What's the...
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, they always complain about their salary and they get like 4 months off.
Bus driver doesn't get that.
Yeah, they work year round.
How much does a bus driver make, do you think? Let's speculate wildly.
$15 an hour.
I was going to say 18.
Okay, maybe.
I was gonna say 1735.
That's very specific. John's are you a bus driver?
No.
You are wearing a yellow shirt with stickers on it. That's
Reflectors over
and
there.
the front one says, I'm a bus driver.
Hi, I'm John. I'm a bus driver.
I started out at $13.13 an hour.
Such specific numbers.
I think he is. I think that's his dream job.
Who wouldn't want that? You get to drive a large vehicle around all day.
Yeah, but it's full of
That's the problem.
With stickers on it.
it's full of kids that you can't even yell at.
At least if you're a truck driver, when you're hauling people, there's a
Yeah,
wall.
there's like a whole different compartment.
So you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah. Make sure those stickers are up to date though, so that you don't get pulled over.
Yeah, you gotta avoid that.
Well, they probably mess with the passengers. We're about to crash. Just hold on to the person next to you. We'll be through this in a moment.
Is this an airplane
Yeah,
all of
but
a sudden? Oh, this is your captain speaking. You are not a captain, you're a bus driver.
This is a bus driver. Oh, sorry. Boost driver. Street.
It's a bass driver.
Bass
Bus
driver.
driver. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for mocking me about my.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it is
Your
our
vowels.
pleasure.
You don't know your vowels?
I was public educated for a while. Okay.
It shows.
Thank your government.
That's why you were riding the bus.
On all occasions, the short, the long, the city. I rode them all.
Oh, no.
I mean, I did ride, the Grand Rapids Rapid one time for like a project. It was pretty interesting.
For a project?
For a project?
I was part of the
Dude,
project.
he went
get
to a
out.
private
Oh
school,
my
so it's-
gosh.
Why don't you ride this bus and find out how poors live?
Yeah. There's probably... Go to a soup kitchen via city transportation.
I should.
Wow, dude, you might be a Latino, but you showed your whiteness so much right there.
No, it
Holy
was.
cow!
I was helping a friend out because they had the project, so I rode with them. They had to ride the Grand Rapids Rapid around.
Get over the...
And the Rapids isn't even like the city bus.
I
Like,
once went on a bus and I wanted to see how the other half lived.
holy cow, dude!
It was terrible.
Holy cow! Like I had to do that for education. You're just like, yeah, I tried it once just to be cute. It was like a fad.
There was
that
a
people
woman
were
who entered the bus and she took out these odd metal circles that she offered to the bus driver. I don't know if they were buttons, but there was some sort of bartering currency to get on the bus.
There was a face on it or something. I'm not entirely sure.
I had a magic card. I swiped it. I'm like, ooh, I get a free bus ride now.
I turned to my driver, Jeeves, and I said, what the devil is going on here?
You mean your chauffeur
My
driver?
valet.
Yeah.
He repeatedly told me, "Do not call me Jeeves. That's not my name. I am Fred."
No, it's Jeeves.
No, the bus driver wasn't.
It's
It was not Jeeves.
Not the bus driver, the valet.
Oh,
This
the
is
valet.
Can you keep up with the
No, I
the
can't.
jokes we're doing here?
No, I can't. I remember. I'm not.
He's
connected
not
to-
synced.
I'm not synced.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'm
He did
unsynced.
Bluetooth up.
Brent
with
was
us.
with me.
Yeah, I got you. All
I'm
the way.
asynced. Oh, sorry, unsynced. Sorry.
Unsynced.
You're
Unsynced.
definitely async. But yeah,
Bye.
Well, whatever.
Oh, easy does it there,
Uh-huh.
champ.
There you go.
Still showing your whiteness a little bit.
That's
you might want to
okay.
zip up. Holy cow! I rode on a bus once just to see.
I once looked at a bus.
There's a project I had to do that made me go on a
Not
bus. I
me.
did this documentary about how people do public
I was part of the
transportation.
project.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You volunteered.
I volunteered.
Huge difference. When the project, like when you're part of a project, the camera's in your face. When you volunteer, the camera's pointing away from you.
Was it rating how poor people on the bus were?
No, but it kind of
On a
felt
scale
like
of 1 to 10. Oh, all
How many
ones.
teeth do you have? You're
literally
4.
rode the bus all day. That's what it was.
You rode the bus all day.
Pretty much, I was part of a project, and that was what it was.
I like how you keep saying that.
Yeah,
like
he
it
keeps
makes
trying
it
to-
better.
yeah, like, I was just helping out a friend.
Yes, helping out a friend.
I would never be caught dead on the bus otherwise.
There was a lot of masking that I did.
Okay, I was held at gunpoint. I had no,
No,
choice.
That sounds actually more accurate.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it until we stepped on it.
I thought it was our limo.
I thought he said party bus. I was woefully mistaken.
I thought we were going to Vegas, and that definitely did not happen.
Nope, that's not going to be the case.
Because there's a lot of party buses in Vegas.
I know.
Yeah, but we're not
Just-
in Vegas.
I know. I figured that out really quickly.
Yeah, the heat probably didn't.
He's only
The
lived
green
here.
grass didn't tip you off.
The
at all.
no casinos.
Only one casino.
Things get a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Well, I think on that note,
That's a good idea, Brent.
make sure you get a hold of us with your projects that you've done on buses, because we would love
An
to.
odd way to phrase that.
We would love
Who
to.
knows what we're gonna hear now?
We would love to hear about it. We'll share it. Voice message us or whatever.
We'll probably get a paper about all the different types of buses people use.
Actually, have you ever seen the film Nobody?
Yes.
There's a great scene on a bus in Nobody.
I mean, I've seen Speed 1 and 2. That's got
Done-
great bus scenes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you remember
Yes.
the fight scene on
Yeah.
the bus?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Not in Speed,
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
no,
I
we're not
thought-
talking about Speed.
Oh.
but who doesn't need some speed?